Dave, good morning.
Hey, Sean, how are you?
I'm good. So why have you been wasting your life energy watching this crap?
Now you see, before you start, I'm only going to give you my review if you promise not to shout me down like I'm some member of the Green Party.
Okay, Dave. It's only because I know you that I'm going to trust you to do this.
So, look, I'm a podcast junkie. It's what I do on the weekends to keep my mind turning over.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily have to take on board everything that's said on them. I've listened to some fantastic stories over the years. And,
I thought you were just going to give us the review, to get to it.
All right. So, I'm halfway through episode 4, and it sort of speak. I mean, it is nudging towards him being a terrorist, but I'm not sure what the full conclusion is yet. It's speaking a lot to the white power movement in Australia, and it's speaking quite a lot to that.
What do you mean speaking to it? What does that mean?
Well, they interview a couple of people from the white power movement. They talk about it, Sean. You know, I don't know why you're so hot under the collar about it.
Do they provide any proof that anyone else was involved?
No, it's a talk. This is my point, Sean. You're being an angry man today.
No, I'm not. I just do not like people dancing on other people's graves.
You don't yell at me, Sean. This is my point. Don't have to yell at me, okay? The problem with all of that and all of you people that live in the Beltway is that you're hung up on this term. You know, I was thinking about this yesterday, actually, when I was listening to the legislation about coward punch and king hit. Oh, we can't call it a king hit. We've got to get the word coward in there because that's disempowering. I don't give a rat's ass what you want to call it. If someone belts someone from behind and kills them, it's freaking murder, mate.
Yeah.
We've already got laws for that.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't care whether you call him a lone wolf or a terrorist. In my humble opinion, as a guy that just works out on the frosty mornings on a work site, if some individual strikes a terror into the hearts of innocent people, he's an effing terrorist.
No, I see. I get what you mean. I don't get it on that level. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just curious as to what they say. I know Radio New Zealand are a bunch of lunatics. I know that they want to do things that are propaganda for their arm. I'm just curious as to what it says. It's actually a bit enlightening when I hear some of the comments that were coming back from his supporters on Chan on the dark web after, you know, as he was talking about it and then after he committed it. And like I say, so far I'm 3.5 in, and I just find this stuff interesting. You know, I tell you what, anybody out there that's into podcasts, you want to have a bit of a listen to the nut jobs in Australia on the what was it? What's it called? The Ultimate Sacrifice, where the cops were killed and they had to try and smoke these lunatics out. It's very, very similar sort of connotations and story. But, hey, you know, you can sit in your studio day after day and you know what, I tried to encourage my daughter to be a journalist once. I'm so bloody glad I didn't. I'm so glad I don't live in your world, because your world is just journalists bagging the shit out of each other. And I'm almost starting to disengage, you know. I don't listen to music on my work site, Sean. I listen to you. On the weekend, my life becomes exactly what it is after work, and I turn the platform off. It's my life and my car, passion and my family, and all everything that happens Wellington North. I don't give a shit about you people, mate. just keep everybody up there.
Dave, I appreciate your honesty. That's why I haven't spoken over you. I just got one question for you, and thank you for the review. I've heard all I need to about this podcast from you, and I think you've summed it up very, very well and what it's trying to do.
I'll give you a review when I'm finished.
Okay. Is there any evidence that's been presented, and so you're more than halfway through, that anyone else was involved or there was any conspiracy to commit this crime?
There's been no evidence 3.5 episodes in that anybody physically helped him. He had a lot of encouragement. There is no doubt about that.
Encouragement to do this specific? Did he tell people he was going to do it?
Oh, there was a couple of other similar incidences.
No. Did he tell anyone he was going to do it? When and where?
And not
No.
when and where. But
No.
Actually, in a roundabout way, he did.
In a roundabout,
way, he
no,
does.
not in a roundabout way. Did he tell anyone what he was going to
just
do?
listen to it, Sean, and form your own opinion.
No.
For God's
No,
sake,
Dave.
Look, in a roundabout way, there is talk about mosques in New Zealand, and on his chat, Chan chats and stuff. They're definitely talking about schools and mosques. There's a bit of American stuff on there where Muslim schools opening in certain places. They want to burn those and stuff like that.
That's
But you want if you want dead on absolute specific 100% in a court of law proof, you're not going to find it.
Yeah, okay,
you know
so there is
that.
none.
Don't be
That's
bloody
right.
stupid,
That's right. Well,
mate.
that's what we look for when we have a system of justice.
We have a break, bunch of panties, mate. You're getting all worked up. I fear for your heart condition.
Dave,
Good on you,
thank
buddy.
you, mate. Good talking to you.
See you, mate.
We'll talk again. That's Dave. He was off, wasn't he? How interesting.